Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Leonie Featherstone. Welcome to the Wisdom of Essential Oils as I spend the next hour with you chatting and just sharing some of the amazing insights and wisdom from our beautiful doTERRA essential oil. So welcome. Thanks for being with me. I'm just going to pop something here in the chat because if you want to chat, you have to give StreamYard permission or something. But anyway, I'm not the techie person, but I am live streaming into 3 different groups today. So welcome to you all. How do we operate this hour together? Well, I want you to join in with me. I want you to share with me what's going on in your world. I'd love to tell me where you're tuning in from and your name, of course. And feel free to ask questions. And just really generally join in because that's how you're going to get the most value out of today. So what I do is I share a lot of insights into the beautiful doTERRA essential oils and what they can do for us on a holistic level, mind, body, spirit. I also will draw oil cards, and if you'd like a card, just simply request, and I will share with you the wisdom, the message from that particular essential oil for you. Hello, Kirsty. How are you? Thank you for joining in. It's so funny when I'm on here talking to the screen because I'm such a face-to-face person. And sometimes when the messages, something happens and I get a little error message, it's like, oh my gosh, am I actually talking to anyone? So thank you, Kirsty. Okay, so our topic today, I always choose a topic, and the topic is sense of reflection. So what I'm going to ask you all to think about is just imagine you're standing in front of the mirror, and I want you to look in the mirror and I want to tell me, what do you see? And I want you to tell me, who do you see? And to think about that. So maybe you can jot that in the chat. I'm also going to share some insights and thoughts about reflection and the oils that can support us on that journey emotionally and physically. So one of the things, if you think about a time when maybe you were just, out next to water and it was a really calm, still day, and you're looking and you can actually see your reflection and you're getting a crystal clear outline. You can see the clouds in the sky above and you can see the outline of your face. And then suddenly a leaf drops from the overhanging tree and hits the water. And all of a sudden there's all these ripples and your image is distorted. And you can no longer see that clear outline of who you are. And I almost feel that this is how we go through life often. We have this distorted view of our own reflection. And often that reflection is how we're feeling on the inside. And maybe that's from things people have taught us or told us or we've taken on board. And I really think it's time to be real. It's time to, really clean off the mirror and get a really good look at who each of you magnificent beings are, because then you can truly live. Hi, Kathleen. Oh, yes, absolutely. Hi, Kylie. Welcome. So we're talking sense of reflection. Hi, Marion. If you'd like me to draw a card for you, I will. And I'm just going to write your names down because I get talking and then I forget. If I haven't got to you, feel free to keep popping it in the chat and I will get to you. So just have some little time during this hour to be reflecting on you and who you see yourself as and how you see yourself. And I want to share with you throughout the day some practical tips as well, because it's all about bringing in the emotions and spirituality and some practical actions, but also some questions that might trigger the start of clearing away that distorted image that you have of yourselves. Hi, Kylie. Absolutely. I'll write you down next. Okay, so what about thinking about those questions? Who do you see? Does anyone want to share with me who do you see? And as you're thinking about that, I want to share with you something from Marianne Williamson, which I think is really, really powerful. The universe is conspiring in every moment to bring me happiness and peace. How do you feel about that? Maybe jot that in the chat and reflect on that, because so often we are thinking the opposite. Life's busy, life's chaotic, things aren't going well for me, etc. But the universe is actually doing its darndest to bring you what you want. But I believe that if we aren't seeing ourselves as deserving, we're not going to be giving the right messages to the universe. So we have to clear up that reflection that we're seeing, my friends. And so Let's start with a card for the collective, because this is one of the really important things that I believe helps us to get a clear reflection of who we are and where we are heading. And the card I drew for us is Roman Chamomile. Now, Roman Chamomile is all about finding our spiritual purpose. And I think we chatted about this last week as well, but this is the card that came up. I can't argue with the universe. But Roman Chamomile is really inviting us to be resilient and to find our path. When you look at Roman Chamomile as it's a ground, it's a really resilient ground cover. And if you leave it to its own devices, it'll just crawl over rocks and around corners, and it will find its way. So Roman Chamomile is giving us that message. So perhaps right now, my friends, you have got a distorted reflection of who you are, and you might be feeling really lost. So Roman Chamomile has this beautiful message for you. There is a path waiting just for you. Open your heart and mind so you can use it on your journey to fulfillment. And a statement to sit and reflect upon for you is, I do what I love. Okay, so this is what's really important, to be doing what you love, what brings you joy, and to really have a strong purpose, because that's going to help you come alive, and it'll help you come alive on the inside, and then that will reflect on the outside. The other card that I drew for the collective, excuse me, is when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. So often we're trying to control what's going on out there, and we need to come back within and to see ourselves as we are meant to be, and to offer ourselves love, and to, really reflect upon who we are, what we want, and why we are on this earth, to find our purpose. So that's from Gabrielle Bernstein. So I hope you enjoy those. So let me have a look here in the chat. Yeah, Kylie, I've written you down. Marion, yes, absolutely. And Kai, I see a child that has no filter. Maybe just send me a bit more message to explain that one for me, Kylie. Love to continue that chat. Okay, so let's kick this off. We're all thinking about Roman Chamomile and our purpose, so that could be one oil that you pop on your list. Now, if you don't already have access to the beautiful doTERRA essential oils, I'm here to support you. I would love nothing more than to be your oily guide on this oily journey through life, because I have found them to be of the most amazing support in every area of my life. I've integrated them into my kitchen, into my cleaning, into my personal care routines, and into my daily rituals. So that's something that I just love sharing with other people. So if you have a feeling that this might be the time for you to start to oil up, just message me in the chat, and we can have a chat, and I would love to be your oily mentor. Okay, so first up I have Kathleen. Kathleen, you've chosen a very pungent oil, oregano. Now, many of you will be familiar with this in cooking, and it is amazing. I love using some of our essential oils in the kitchen, and oregano is one of them. So, Kathleen, if you do like to potter around in the kitchen, this is something that you have to be very cautious with. It is very, very hot and very strong. And so when you're using essential oils in the kitchen, it's a really good idea to dispense onto a teaspoon first, and then maybe take from there into your spaghetti bowl, or into your, I like making a lot of dips, like with chickpeas and things. And so I'll do chickpeas and tahini and lemon juice, lemon or essential oil. I will also then add garlic and green pesto. And then I'll put just a teeny weeny, often I'll just put the toothpick into the oregano bottle and just pull it out and wind that through the dip. So that's how strong and potent these oils are. So oregano, his message is, maybe right now, Kathleen, you are feeling, you might be in that sort of state where you're saying, I'm right, I am right. And that's really important to you, to be right. So oregano's message is, you are being shown what is dissonant in your life. Allow the beliefs that are not serving you to fall away and to be open to your bright future. So sometimes, Kathleen, it's like we hold on to beliefs or teachings or thoughts that I am right, or this is right. But sometimes we need to just take a step back and reflect upon that. And maybe that is holding us captive, and maybe it's time just to release that a little and just be a little bit more flexible. And here is your statement: I am open to the unknown. So this is a great oil to bring into your life, Kathleen, and if you're not sure how else to use it, we can have a chat later. So that's for you. Let me see who else is on here. Okay, Marion, you're feeling pulled in a million directions. Yeah, and that often happens when we don't have that straight path. I always believe, like for me, I know my purpose is to empower everyone that I come across to be the best they can be, because everyone has been given these talents to blossom and grow. And I see a lot of people that are kind of stunted and not doing that. So I feel like my mission is to empower others to find their path and to be the best they can be. And part of that is me on that path as well. So none of us have to be perfect. I like to think that I am perfectly imperfect on this constant path of improvement. Now, I love the fact that that's my purpose, and doTERRA came into my life about 10 years ago, and it's been this amazing vehicle because it's been my conduit to reach out and touch other people's lives. And then conversations start, relationships starts, and I'm able to fulfill my purpose and make a change in people's lives. So I have that very clear path. Now, along the way, I can take little detours occasionally. I know my true path, so that I think that I want everyone to have that conviction in their daily activities and thoughts and processes and beliefs, so that you can feel fulfilled and really feel the joy bubbling up within you, because you know you're on your true path. So that's my mission, to help you. And the oils have been great for helping to release limiting beliefs and helping to support feelings of inadequacy and all of those sorts of things. That I love using these oils for emotional support, and I want to share that with you as well. So, Nicole, yes, absolutely. All right, let's move on to Kylie. Let's draw a card for our lovely Kylie on here today. So have a little think about, when you look in the mirror, who do you see? And something that you might like to do for me and yourselves. I find it really powerful if you're feeling like you're not really sure who you are, start an I am list. And I don't want you to write, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a healer, etc. I want you to write the characteristics that make up the core of who you are, as in, I am creative, I am talented, I'm loyal, I'm loving, etc., etc. So maybe as we go through the chat today and you think of these, just write down, I am. 2 or 3 things. It'll be really empowering for you. It'll be a great little fire starter for other people who might be feeling shy about dropping that in the chat. But it's really, really good. And I want you to keep that list, and I want you to keep adding to it as you go through the day, and carry it around with you, so that when you're starting to feel a bit lost, you can pull that out and you can look at it and go, oh yeah, that's right. And you can remember who you are. And then that reflection of that real person will start to come out to you. I hope that makes sense. So let's draw a card for Kylie. Hi, Mandy. How are you? Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Kerry. Okay. So Kylie, I want to write down this. You have chosen, there's a new word for you. You can pop that in the Leone dictionary. You have chosen our ice blue blend. And this is just such a deeply supportive blend on a physical level. It has wintergreen in it, which is basically an analgesic. It has peppermint, which is really good for circulation. It's got helichrysum, which heals on a very deep level. So it's very, very helpful, Kylie, if you have been exercising and you've got really sore muscles. It's really good to rub on after you've exercised to kind of help to release the lactic acid. It is just so powerful for soothing on a physical level. My son works out. Sometimes he'll put this on before gym because it kind of like prepares the muscles, but also afterwards because it's soothing and then helping to heal. So on an emotional level, it can work the same way, Kylie. So this is a really great blend for supporting pain. So maybe right now you're thinking, I just got to fix it. I've just got to fix it. Something's going on and you've just got to fix it. But what Ice Blue is saying to you, lift yourself above your life situation. So let go of the fixing for a minute and let's just hover up and observe as a witness. Understand that you are so much more than the story. So Kylie, what this is saying is sometimes we're in the middle of a painful situation. We just want to fix it. We just want to fix it. And sometimes we need to just hover above and look at it as in the third person and think, what is the lesson here? What is the lesson? Rather than being angry with the pain, be grateful and thankful of the lessons that are there for you. And then think about just taking that breath and knowing that despite what's going on in your life, you are more than that. This is just a moment. This is just a moment in your incredible life. And so your statement to take from this, Kylie, is I am willing to learn from this. So my friend, I hope that sat well with you. So let me have a look at the chats. Who else haven't I said? Oh, Kylie, I'm creative, I'm loving, I'm funny, I'm compassionate. Fantastic. Kirsty, I'm honest, I'm loyal, I'm trustworthy, I'm kind. Just reading those things makes me feel good. So I hope it does for the same for you. And then I'm thinking, well, yeah, I'm trustworthy too. So if you like what someone else has got on their list and you believe that to be true of yourself, write it down, add it to your list. Kylie, you love wintergreen. Yes, I love wintergreen too. I had the great fortune of going on a trip with doTERRA to Nepal to see where the wintergreen was grown, how it was distilled, harvested, etc. Meet the growers, meet these beautiful, mostly women who up hills that are like on angles like this with these big baskets on their back, cutting this beautiful branches and bringing it back down to the distillery so that we can benefit from this oil. And I have to say, one of the aspects of doTERRA that I love so much is that there's the absolute incredible support that is given to the growers all around the world who are bringing these oils to us and making sure that they are being paid fairly, that they are being supported, with different facilities that we take for granted that they don't have, whether it's water or sanitation or education, etc. So it was a very heartwarming experience. And part of that trip was in our giving back, we actually helped to build a school in an earthquake-ravaged area where all our growers live. And I was actually part of concreting the foundations of that school. And I feel so humbled and proud to be a part of the foundation of education for generations to come. So I do love this humanitarian aspect of doTERRA. We're not just an oil company. We are on a mission to change the world for everybody, both sides of the model. Yes, so, okay, so let me come back to Marion now. Okay, Marion, let's draw you a card. So we're talking about sensory reflection because I think that so often in this busy life, we're just rushing through it and we're not really taking time out to think about who we are, who do we want to be. We're kind of like living in shoulds and we're kind of living according to other people's timetable. I've been doing a lot of reading maybe from the Stoics, and I was just, if you want a great little email to drop into your inbox, sign up for the Daily Stoic. Do a little bit of research first, just in case it's not your jam. But Seneca was one of the Stoics, one of the ancient Roman philosophers, and the Stoics believe that we have a slightly warped view on death, that death is inevitable. It's there, but often we kind of see it as something way in the future, or hopefully in the future. And yet we live with it every day, because every day, at the end of that day, that's dead to us. That time is spent. We never get it back. So in fact, part of this is dying every day. And the true question that the Stoics want us to ask is, are we actually living? Are we actually, making sure that each moment is being used to the utmost? And that doesn't mean fanging it through life. That might just mean sitting for half an hour of a morning or somewhere in the day and just sitting and being and reflecting on, questions like, what did I choose today? What did I choose? Because we have the power, my friends. So did I choose to get really emotional and angry, or did I choose to be rational and deal with that calmly? Did I choose to waste my time on something that added no value to anybody? And I'm not talking about sitting down and doing nothing. That's not a waste of time. That could be just really reflecting and inwardly and being at peace. So these are questions I think are really important to ask ourselves, like, how many unimportant things did I actually do today? And where could I have spent that time more wisely? Hi, Fiona. How are you? Okay, so I just want to make sure. Give me a minute. Oh, Mandy. I didn't write Mandy down. So now I am on to Marion. So Marion, the card that I've drawn, the beautiful oil card I've drawn for you today, is our Terra Armor. Now, Terra Armour is our repellent blend, so we tend to use that when we're outdoors. We want to keep the mozzies, etc., away. So this is a good oil. Maybe just reflect on what's going on in your life at the moment. Where could you possibly be setting more boundaries? What could you be needing to repel? Or what aren't you repelling that is not serving you, that doesn't deserve to be in your arena? So, and the reason I ask that is that generally when we use Terra Armour, we're being attacked by mosquitoes or sandflies, etc. So, where are you feeling attacked? What is attacking you? Have a think about that. And then the message from this beautiful oil for you is you will clearly see what you are taking on from outside influences, and you will release. Your energetic boundaries are fortified. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing, Marion. We make the choice to accept these attacks. That might sound really weird and really out there, but I found that really hard to accept at first. But we have a choice, and we can set our boundaries. And even if the attack happened, we can choose in our mind to let that go and release it and find a way through it. And so bring this oil into your world, and the statement to use when you are using this oil is, I am strong. And you are. So again, my friends, if any of you have access to these beautiful oils and you would like to, please let me know. This is really exciting news at the moment. They've extended, doTERRA is very kind, loves to get these oils into your hands, as do I, because we know they're going to change your world. So there's 20% off a lot of our starter packs at the moment. So I can't put them all up here, but I love working individually. So if you are interested, just pop a little comment in the chat and I'll contact you privately. Usually I'll message you. So look in your other box, but yeah, let's all start using these amazing gifts of the earth to strengthen us and bring more holistic wellness into our world. So, Kylie, that makes sense. Wonderful. You're very welcome, Kylie. That's wonderful. Fiona, hello, welcome, my friend. Good to have you back. And Kerry, and yes, and Kirsty. Oh, great. Okay, well, let's move on to Nicole. I also want to talk to you today. Look at the time. Oh, wow, we're getting through the time. Let's do Nicole. Then I want to share a couple of oils that can support the collective again in helping us to reflect. And I want to share a few strategies. Okay, so I'll write this down so I don't forget. Oh, you have chosen a beautiful oil from an amazing tree, Nicole. So you have black spruce. For those of you who don't know, I'm just a treeaholic. I love trees. I really want to encourage you, if you can, when you take your moments of reflection, to get out in nature and just observe nature and to go really still, bring in all of your senses and just ask yourself, what is nature teaching me? What can I learn from these birds today? What can I learn from this flower? And just sit and be still, because your inner wisdom connects with the outer wisdom and it will bring you this delicious message. So, Nicole, back to you. Black spruce. Maybe right now, maybe you're feeling like things aren't working out. Maybe you're feeling like you're not whole, that you're a little bit broken. So what black spruce is inviting you to do is to release your attachment to the highs and the lows. You will find peace and balance. That's what black spruce is sharing with you. Honor the cycles of your body and energy right now. So maybe you're just trying to keep going even though you're feeling broken, and sometimes you just need to take a little bit of time out just to, honor that when you're not feeling like you can just keep going flat out. Just take a moment, just breathe, just be still, inhale that beautiful black spruce, feel that energy strengthening you, holding you in its warm embrace and saying it's okay. Just go with the flow at the moment. Just be still. When you've taken a breath, then you can keep going again. So Nicole, with this black spruce and with feeling into this, You can use this oil, you can inhale it, you can put it in the diffuser, you can put it into a beautiful, make a beautiful aromatic dressing with it, put it into some fractionated coconut oil, maybe put it with a floral that you like. It's going to make you feel really supported and loved, and anoint yourself with it. And as you do, you can tell yourself, I am illuminated. There's a lot of power in our beautiful trees. So I hope that that helps you through whatever you're going through at the moment, Nicole. Okay, so one of the things that I also do on this show is I bring to you a blend and an affirmation. I'm very big on aromatic anchoring. So when we use oils to support whatever's going on in our life, to actually come up with some words that have meaning for you, to bring it all together. And so in the light of this reflecting, time of reflecting, of looking at what's going on in our world and, how do I want my world to be? And knowing that we can be the designers of our own destiny, I've put together ginger, litsy, and Siberian fir. Now, let me tell you a little bit about them. So Siberian fir, again, a beautiful tree. Just think roots going down into the ground, strong, resilient. But there's so much wisdom in the fir trees, and there's so much energy. And so Siberian fir is inviting us to look back on our life and maybe just get a little bit of perspective of time and maturity, and to bring in that knowing that forgiveness plays a really big part in healing, and maybe to be to look at what's happened in the past with a little bit of perspective, with a little bit of compassion for self and others, and to bring that forgiveness in and to let it go. A lot of times when we look back on our past and what comes through from generations or from our own generation, it's happened. People haven't necessarily done it through ill will. It's just happened. And so we don't need to carry that on, that angst, that hurt. We can let that go. And this will help us transition into a stage. So I wanted to bring Siberian fir in there because we cannot see a clear reflection of who we are today if we're holding on to hurts or shame or guilt from the past. And then I wanted to bring in ginger, because ginger is such a warming oil, and on a physical level it's just so beautiful to add into a warming rub, or into a ginger and lemongrass, into some hot water, and making a nice warming tea that'll soothe our digestive system. But ginger is very fortifying on an emotional level. So it's really inspiring us to see this warrior woman or warrior man that lives within, and to know that we can conquer all. We can let go of any victim mentality and feel empowered. And then the other one I'm bringing is litsy. Litsy is light, litsy is bright, and litsy is just an oil that I stir when I smell litsy, because I can feel these promptings, this stirring within that's saying to me, on, let go of judgment, let go of criticism. You know who you really are. You know who you want to be. Come on, get on with it. And so that's going to really bring those three together. It's going to really inspire us to seek out that higher purpose and to take action, to be, do, have whatever we want to be, do, have, because we're put on this earth to blossom and grow. We have to realize that. And it's up to us to make the choice to make that happen. And then as I use that oil, I've actually got it in the diffuser at the moment. I made a little aromatic dressing with it. I then said, and these are my words, and I'll share them with you, but you create your own. As I reflect, I forgive. As I reflect, I learn. As I reflect, I action purposefully on my lessons. I act purposely on my lessons and my inner promptings. And as I reflect, I am grateful. I always bring in gratitude. It's so important to bring in the gratitude, because the more we are grateful, the more we look for things to be grateful for, the more we will find to be grateful for. And the more gratitude we express, the more things we are given for which to be grateful. So that's a real key. To me, in healing, gratitude is such a key. So that's a little bit about my blend and those three beautiful oils that you can bring in. Okay. Hi, Danny. Daniela, okay, sorry. Certainly, I'll do that. Okay, so who is next on my list? Mandy. Let's draw a card for Mandy and see what we come up with. If I don't get to comment on all your comments right now, I will go back. Always like to go back and acknowledge you. Okay, so Mandy, let's write this down. Oh, perfect oil for this topic today. Our topic today that I like to have a bit of a framework is a sense of reflection, reflecting on who we are, who we want to be, what things have we said yes to that maybe we could in the future say no to. How can we bring more joy into our life? How can we find our true purpose? And are we seeing somebody's reflection of us, not our own? So Mandy, your oil today is pink pepper. Pink pepper. Oh, this touches my heart in so many ways. And if I've got time, I'll share why. But, pink pepper, right. Maybe you are prone to say or hear yourself say, what do they have that I don't have? And maybe, Mandy, you find yourself caught in a trap of comparing yourself to others. Well, my friend, there's a great saying, and that is, comparison is the thief of joy. So here's the thing. Would you ever say, well, that's a stupid eagle? Eagles are stupid because they can't climb trees. Or would you ever say, lions, king of the jungle, they're not. They can't fly. We don't compare. We don't compare them, do we? Because they each are an amazing animal in their own right. But we do it to ourselves. So Mandy, it's got to stop. Pink pepper is encouraging you to let go of judgment and comparison and be kind to yourself. So pink pepper has a message for you. Allow your inner critic, Mandy, to be silenced as you find the perfection in yourself and those around you. And remember this, man, we're all perfectly imperfect. And we can choose to find ways to polish that imperfection as much as we want. But to be as we are for us, not to be like somebody else. Yes, we can look at someone and we can admire characteristics and we can act to maybe polish that out by our own, to be a little bit kinder, a little bit more appreciative, but not when you're putting yourself down and comparing yourself to others. Often, Mandy, I think it's good to see yourself as your 2 or 3-year-old Mandy. And if 2 or 3-year-old Mandy maybe dropped something or didn't do something overly well, you wouldn't speak harshly to her. You would be really kind. You'd probably pick her up and give her a kiss and a cuddle and say, hey, well done for trying. Well done for trying. Let's give it another go. So, Mandy, pink pepper is your oil today. And the words to reflect on as you use your pink pepper are, we are all special. Because, Mandy, you are special in your own unique way. So that's for you, my friend. Okay, so let me find who else I had on the list. Fiona. Hello, Sarah. Kelly, I will write you on the list. Let me quickly so I don't miss people. So Daniela, yes, and Kelly and Sarah. Okay, let's see how we go. We've got quite a list today, but it's lovely chatting to you. And if you want to keep popping in the list, your I ams, because when we're reflecting on who we are, we need to find our self-worth. We need to find our identity, and we need to see those wonderful characteristics that make up who we are. And we need to own them. We need to verbalize them, write them down, carry them around with us. Okay, Fiona, this is another great oil for our topic. You've chosen lemongrass. Now, lemongrass is such a versatile essential oil. Again, we use this in the kitchen. Farmer Green makes a pretty mean stir fry, and he adds a couple of drops, no more than 2, generally. It's very potent, into the stir fry at the end, and it really gives you this burst of flavour. But Fiona, lemongrass. So maybe you're a little bit harsh on yourself, Miss Fiona, and maybe your thoughts are telling you things like, I've made so many mistakes. Okay, so here, lemongrass, their message for you. Everything you have done up to this point is leading you to where you need to be. So let go of the past and be here now. So lemongrass is very powerful at cleansing energies that are holding you back, Fiona. So it could be thoughts, it could be people you've kept in your world, it could be, your memories that you keep going back to of things that aren't serving you. So what lemongrass is saying is let go of the past that isn't serving you, because today is a new day. And when we clear away all of that fog, you'll have clarity. It's like your eyes will be clearer to see what you truly want in life, and nothing will stop you. And so as you use your lemongrass, Fiona, now you might want to pop it in the diffuser. You might want to add it into some hot water with some ginger and make a beautiful ginger and lemongrass tea that I was talking about before. You might want to put it in the diffuser. It's such a beautiful aroma, particularly if any of you work in the healing space or in the beauty space. Lemongrass is a beautiful, refreshing, uplifting, cleansing aroma, especially when you walk straight into a room that has that. It's like, so Fiona, pop it in the diffuser. And as you're inhaling it, say to yourself, I let it all go, and welcome in the new day. So that's for you, my friend. Okay, so now we have, it was just before Kirsty. So who was it? I don't want to get everyone out of order. Kerry? Was it Kerry? I'm going to put Kerry. Sometimes I write so quickly I can't read my writing. And I don't want to miss any of you because, whoops, there goes the cards. Essential oils are such wise gifts of nature to bring into our life. And the beauty of it is once you start to learn, I'd love to take you on a journey. And as you start to learn, it's about empowerment. I'm not spoon feeding you, but I'm here as your guide. But as you start to use them, you start to gain a trust. And then you'll start to hear your own messages. You'll start to come up with your own blends. You'll start to come up with your own ways of integrating them into your family. And you will have so much more holistic wellness. It'll blow your mind. Okay, so Kerry, for you, my friend, we have grapefruit. A beautiful citrus oil, beautiful. Now, can I just remind you, if you are using citrus, particularly in aromatic dressing or putting it on your skin in any way, citrus tends to bring photosensitivity. So it means that if you go in the sun, you are more likely to burn. So it's really important that you do it at least 12, 14 hours before you go into the sun, or just put it where the sun doesn't shine. And I mean that politely, underneath your clothes. So grapefruit. Perhaps you're blaming yourself for something at the moment. It's like, oh, it's all my fault, it's all my fault. And you're starting to sort of get a really bad image of yourself. Well, grapefruit is here to tell you this. Your energetic body needs nourishment. So begin to discern physical hunger from spiritual hunger. Cherish your body and the way it supports you. Because what happens sometimes, Kerry, is when we're feeling down and we've just beaten ourselves up over something, we go to eating. We go to eating food that maybe doesn't serve us. We go to absorbing news or reading stuff that doesn't support us. And so what grapefruit is suggesting to you is to, again, be more loving to yourself. Make choices for you that are going to serve you, and to honor your body. Honor your body, your mind, body, spirit. It's a holistic process. We can't look after one and neglect others. And so as you use your grapefruit, I love to pop grapefruit in my water. If you're going to put the essential oils, if you choose to use them this way, and it is all a choice, I use stainless steel or glass water bottles, and I just pop citrus of my choice, and grapefruit's a beautiful one to pop in the water and give it a good shake before you drink. And it's a beautiful way to flavour the water, but also to bring those powerful essential oils into your wellness routines. So your statement, Kerry, is I see what I truly need. And this is the thing, guys. We do have this wisdom. We know what is best for us, but we've kind of dumbed it down. We've clouded it over. We're influenced by other people. We need to come back to self. We need to reflect and clear the mirror so that we are seeing our needs and we are honouring those needs. Okay, so Kirsty, my friend, let's draw one for you. Okay. Anyone got any more IMs to drop into the chat? I'd love to read them all later if I don't get around to reading them today. Let's go down here. Great. Yes, Fiona, you can. If you choose, you can put it into your water. Know that the essential oils will kind of ride on top of the water, so always give it a good shake before you drink, or if you're doing it in hot water, stir it before you drink it. So let me write this down for Kirsty. Okay, so Kirsty, we've got an interesting one here for you. We've actually drawn a blend called HD Clear, and this is a topical blend that we usually use on a physical level for any blemishes. So the oils in here are very clarifying, very soothing, very, very healing. And so right now you might be just feeling like everything is boiling to the surface. Everything's just boiling over right now. And so what HD Clear has to say to you is this: give yourself time and space to decompress. Take time, Kirsty. Take time to nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Allow your emotions to surface and release. Because what might be happening right now is you're bottling things up. And if you think about the skin, and this is why often there's almost like a direct correlation between what's going on physically and emotionally. So we use this oil when we've got little bits and pieces on our skin that need addressing. And it's our largest living, breathing organ. So generally, when our inner cleansing organs aren't doing the best job, this is the last resort. So we'll start getting all of those blemishes and things on our skin. So if we can take that back to the emotional level, Kirsty, if you're bottling up and you're not clearing out those emotions, because let's face it, we need to let them be expressed. We need to let them out. We need to give them air. We need to let them feel seen, heard, validated. They will bottle up and then they will come up. They will come up often in times and places that we struggle to deal with them in an appropriate way. So this is what HD Clear is suggesting for you now, to allow those emotions time and space to surface, and to make time to sit in a safe place for that to happen. And as you use this oil, Kirsty, you can say to yourself, I allow myself to feel. So often we push things down. Oh, yes, I've just got to deal with other things, or I'm okay. But it'll bubble up. So find the time. You choose. You be in charge of this. You take back the time and space and you allow it to surface and deal with it. And then the healing will take place. So, my friend, I hope that resonates. Great. Okay. Hello, Regan. I'll pop you on the list, Regan. I'm just going through people now. Would love to be of service if we have time. Okay. So, next we have Daniela. Daniela, you have chosen an oil, one of our beautiful blends called Smart and Sassy. We sometimes refer to this as our metabolic balancing blend because it has a beautiful combination of cinnamon and lemon and grapefruit and peppermint, etc. in there that are going to help with process. So on an emotional level though, maybe right now you're not looking upon yourself as the beautiful being you are. Maybe you're being less than kind to yourself, to your physical appearance, to your mind, body, spirit. And let's face it, we all speak unkindly to ourselves at times, but we need to stop, because we need to speak with kindness. We need to speak with love. We need to send that inward. And so the message from Smart and Sassy for you today, Daniela, is please be gentle. Please love yourself. Provide your body, mind, and spirit with what it truly needs to carry you on your journey. And sometimes the greatest gift we can give ourselves and others is kindness. So maybe let go of the judgment, let go of, looking for all the bad things, and let's reflect, Daniela, on the beautiful being you are, and maybe make a list of all of the wonderful attributes, the wonderful parts of you that are there. And when you ask yourself, like, why am I such an amazing being? Your computer mind will go searching and will give you the answer. So no discounting it, no cutting it short. I'd love you to do that. Ask yourself, why am I such an amazing being? What are my amazing characteristics? And just listen. And as they pop up, write them down. Even if it's 2 or 3, that's a great start. And build on that. So as you use your Smart and Sassy blend, and some people like to put that in their water as well and drink it regularly throughout the day. Other people will put it with some fractionated coconut oil, because it's always good to put your oils with a carrier, and massage it into their body and anoint their body and speak to their body with love and thank them. Even the bits that we might think need to be better, thank them, because they're there. They are what are sustaining you right now. So, Daniela, as you do use this in whatever manner you choose, say to yourself, I am a miracle, because you are. So that's yours, my friend. Okay, so now we have Kelly. How are we all doing on there? Great. So Kelly, let's write your down. Wow, we're bringing up some really powerful blends today. And this is probably good, because I had the feeling when I picked this topic that we all need to clear out. We need to clear out a lot of the junk. We need to clear out a lot of the misperceptions and misconceptions, and start to really ask ourselves, am I seeing me through my eyes, or am I seeing them through the clouded eyes of other people's judgments or my own clouded vision of myself? And so we have, Kelly, you have chosen our Zenderine blend. And this is, as it suggests, a blend that's been put together with various oils to support the endocrine system. Now, one of the oils in here is geranium, which is the oil of love and trust. So that might give you a big, it's really reinforcing what I'm saying. We need to send ourselves love. We need to be kind to ourselves. So, Kelly, perhaps you've kind of fallen into the belief that you're never going to change. This is never going to change. Well, let me tell you, it can, with your choice. So what Zenderine is saying to you is, you are supported as you release habits and limiting patterns that are not serving your highest good. So maybe, Kelly, have a little think about, and sometimes if you tune into your feelings, so as you look at what you do in your day and what you've put in your day, or the people or the actions or the beliefs even, just ask yourself, how do I really feel about this? And just use your inner stirrings as a guide, as like the thermometer, the meter for whether this is really serving you or not. And then, I love to use Ollie the Octopus, which is a circle in the middle of the page, draw the legs out with other circles, and I'll put a question in the middle. So you might be asking yourself, how does this serve me? And then you'll write in all of these actions. And as you write these actions in, you'll get a feeling. And maybe make a little bit of a go around and make a mark on, really, I don't feel good about that. Why is it in my life? Why do I keep doing those things? They're not serving me. And then you'll find a way of noting the things that maybe you can let go of, because you can release them if they're not serving you. Totally up to you. We need to be mindful of serving our highest good. And so I'm going to say your message again, because it's really powerful. You are supported as you release habits and limiting patterns that are not serving your highest good. And as you use that, I'd love you to say, in each moment, I am a new me. So change can happen. Change can happen like that, simply with a decision. It doesn't have to all change at once, one step at a time. Change one thing at a time, Kelly. That would be my suggestion for you. There you go, my friend. And then we had Sarah. I think, was it Sarah from New Zealand? Okay, I think that's what I wrote down. So we're going to go with that. How are we all doing? I'd love you to walk away from these sessions just thinking about areas of your life, and are you living the life you truly deserve? Are you living the life you want? Okay, so Sarah, you have a beautiful passion blend, which is from our emotional aromatherapy range. So this is a great range. If you're not really sure where to start on the emotional healing journey, we have an emotional aromatherapy kit. And again, remember, a lot of our starter packs are 20% off. So if this, your antennae is up and operating, thinking that could be interesting, send me a message. But these 6 blends have been put together to cover a whole range of emotions. So you don't have to think about, oh my God, what does that do? What does that one do? It's really a great, simple way to start. But with Passion Blend, maybe you're feeling stuck. Maybe you're feeling like you're out of choices right now, that you just haven't got any kind of get up and go, just in a bit of a rut. Well, here's what Passion is saying to you. It is a time to play. Do something different today to shift your routine. And sometimes that's all it takes, Sarah. That's all it takes is just doing one thing differently, and that'll take you off on a different tangent, on a different path. And so Passion is there to kind of ignite that little spark that used to be there. Maybe the fire's died down a little bit and you just want to ignite that spark of potential, of belief that you can chase your dreams, and that you just needed that little yes to push you off on that path again. And so as you use this beautiful Passion Blend, and they make beautiful alternatives to perfumes, because I hate to tell you, if you want to do some research on perfumes, there's some pretty nasty stuff in there that can really mess with you, particularly with your hormones. And so bringing in the beautiful essential oils and some carrier oils can be a very great perfume substitute. And because these are already come in little roller bottles, you can just carry it in your purse and use it as a pure fume. So that's another option for you, Sarah. But as you use it, say to yourself, I create my day, I create my life. So that's for you. Okay. We have, hello, Sue, how are you? Now, I want to just go back up because I want to make sure. There you go. That was for you, Sarah. Let me just see. Oh, Kirsty, I'm loving, I'm empathetic, I'm compassionate, I'm positive. How beautiful. And Regan, yes, I'm coming to you right now. And Sue, if we have time. Yes, absolutely. Excuse me. Okay, we need to speak our truth, my friends. We need to get it all out and really live our lives. And an oil I wanted to bring in today was coriander, because coriander is very much about showing integrity. So often we are there to serve other people's needs, and we're really loyal to others, but how loyal are we to ourselves? Are we serving our own needs? Are we living with integrity with ourselves? So that's something I want to put out there, that we might want to bring balance into your life with serving others' needs and your own needs. Because here's the thing, when we serve our own needs, it's like that great airline talk we get, put your oxygen mask on first. When we have taken our own oxygen in, we are then able to help others put their oxygen mask on. So let's bring a bit of coriander into our life to remind us to live with integrity and serve our own needs as well as those of others. So, Regan, what have we for you, my friend? Cilantro. Wow. We are really bringing in the clearing oils today. So cilantro is really powerful for letting go. And so maybe, Regan, maybe you're thinking, this is not the way it's meant to be. This is not the way it's supposed to be. And maybe you're holding on to trying to control outcomes here. So here is your message, Regan. Lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything that is weighing you down. Because here's the thing, Regan, you don't have to do it on your own. So often we are hanging on so tightly to control that we're not actually allowing other opportunities or other people to help to take that away. Maybe if we let go, it would just go of its own accord. And I sometimes have used this kind of metaphor before, as walking down a narrow corridor and there's two doors on opposite sides and we're hanging on to both door handles and we won't let go of one. So we can't go in that one because hanging on to this one stops us, and we can't go into that one because hanging on to this one stops us. So one of the greatest lessons in life is learning to let go and of control, because sometimes that is what's holding us back. So remembering your message, Regan, about lifting your burdens up and letting a greater power help support you to take them away. Use your cilantro, and as you do, remind yourself, I am free. So that's for you, my friend. Okay, and then Sue, we have got time for you. This is exciting. This is exciting. I love being able to share messages for all of you. I'd love to suggest that you might also want to bring in some clary sage if you're struggling to really get clear on who you are or what you want to do. Clary sage has been used for centuries to help people have more clarity. So it's about helping you to change your current perception and to get clarity on what really is. It can also help to dispel any darkness, disillusionment. And when we kind of let go of the darkness, when we let go of anything, when we release, we leave so much space for more light, more enjoyment, more insights, more understanding, more knowledge. And this is going to really help us to see a true reflection of who we are destined to be. And so, Sue, your oil today is bergamot. Bergamot is another citrus, beautifully supportive of our sense of self. And so maybe right now you're feeling you're just not enough. And let's face it, that seems to be a very big DNA in women. Something I'm on a mission to help you all realize that you are more than enough and to empower you to be these amazing human beings. So, Sue, you are enough. And you have to come to that realization, and bergamot will help support you to do that. So bergamot is saying to you, right now, Sue, your tender heart is in need of care. Know that your body is here to help you experience a miraculous life. Embrace it. So one of the things that's so powerful about the I am list that I've been talking about is that I could sit here and tell you, Sue, you're an amazing human being, but you may not believe that. And even if we all said it to you and you didn't believe it, it's not enough. You have to believe that you are enough. You have to believe the things you say about yourself. So that's where this I am list is really powerful. And if you find a quiet space to sit somewhere that's away from technology and away from man-made noise, if you can find a little sanctuary in nature somewhere and just sit with a pad and a pen and just ask yourself, who am I? Why am I so lazy? And then words will come out like, oh, you're talented, you're clever, you're funny, you're so loving. Jot those down and then carry that around with you. And then know that that came from within and that you believe it. You must believe it because you are. So as you use your bergamot and diffuse it around you, you can, whichever way you want to use it, tell yourself, I love myself. Because you know what, so often we go through life searching for love from out there, but it starts here. And when we love ourselves, when we can accept ourselves, when we see ourselves as these amazing human beings, it's amazing then that that's what other people see. And we attract to ourselves the people who value us, the people who respect us, the people who love us. And so bring in your tools, bring in the essential oils. I'm always saying to you, get yourself a really big, juicy life kit. Fill it with beautiful doTERRA essential oils. Fill it with your affirmations, your good books, your amazing healers, practitioners that are out there. There's so many here on Spiritual Events Directory. One of my favorites is Jess Beard. She's just incredible, beautiful soul if you're looking for some spiritual mentoring or guidance. David Laws is another one of my besties, and he offers spiritual mentoring. So find people to pop into your toolkit so that you can be the best beings you can be, and you can really live each and every day to the fullest and bring to you all that you deserve. So thank you, my friends. That's about all we have time for today. But it's been fun spending the day with you. I'm going to go back and have a look at some of the I ams that you wrote and reconnect with you. But I'll be back next week, same time, same place. We'll have a different topic. Love to have you here so I can share more of the wisdom of the beautiful doTERRA essential oils and be of service to you. Remember, if you or any of your friends want to start this oily journey with me, 20% off our packs at the moment, send me a message and I would love to connect with you. Have an amazingly beautiful week and I'll see you all next week.